It's a small world. It's a small world. It's a small world. It's a
Hello. So, I am sitting in a hotel room in Korea. Annyeong. So, I started a blog. I started writing FTIB, and decided that what I do best is talking. I like to talk to people. I like telling people about my travels, about things that I'm doing. So I thought maybe here I'll try video. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for the quality right now. I'm saving up for a better camera, so until I can get a better camera, the camera on my computer is gonna have to um, be what I use. So get that out of the way. So about me, I go by Critter. It's my nickname. Yes. I'm not gonna say my real name. Uh, say that up front. So I'm from North Carolina. A little bit of Southern accent going on here. And this is my second time in Korea. About from February 2012 to February 2014, I was in Korea with the EPIC program, English program in Korea, and I was in Gwangju, and I loved it. Oh, okay, I have to stop right there because anybody that knows me sees this, they're gonna say, "Wait a minute, I knew you during that time, and you didn't love it completely." Um, I had difficult schools. I was taught at what's considered the at-risk school, so I had mostly boys. I had a few girls, but mostly boys, and they were, let's say, not the most well-behaved students. They could be violent, they could be disrespectful, so, but outside of school, it was good. I did have some crazy co-teachers, and if you ask me about it, I will tell you about it, and I'll probably post another video, kind of flashback and tell you about my experience in Gwangju. But right now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and about coming to Korea this time. So, like I said, I was with Epic before, and I left Korea for about 2 years. During that time, I went to get my master's. I have a master's in international relations. So, if you have any political questions you want to ask me, fire away. Uh, I will try to answer. Um, and yeah, okay, that's that. But while I was gone, I realized that I missed Korea. I missed the food, the people. Um, I missed being here. And so what I did was I was living in London at the time. So what I did was I took Korean classes at the Korean Culture Center. There are Korean culture centers all over the world, and most of them do offer Korean classes, usually for a cost. But that cost isn't that much considering what you're getting. You're getting really good quality Korean classes from Koreans who are sponsored by the Korean government. So, like I said, for the cost, you're getting a really good Korean education. Um, so I did all that. I took the Korean classes, and then I started the process back in August of last year. Started the process to apply to come back with EPIC. A lot of people ask me, why don't I go with Hagwon? Why didn't I try for university? Well, mostly the Hagwon question is, I've heard too many more stories. I've known people who, from when I was in Korea before and since I've left Korea, who have had really bad experiences with Hagwon. Yes, there are good ones, but it seems like, in my opinion, that there are more bad than good, and getting those good ones is hit or miss. So, an EPIC, yes, you do get the at-risk schools like I had, but they aren't as common uh, as the bad hog ones, basically. So, so I decided to come back with EPIC. The benefits that you get with EPIC, they are there for you usually to help you with your, anything medical, any questions like culture questions, education questions that you have. They also have really good training. You go through orientation. If you're a returning EPIC teacher, you're not required to go through the orientation, but because it's been 2 years since I left, I kind of wanted to go through orientation again to get a refresher and just also meet people. It's a good time to connect with the other EPIC teachers that are going to your same city. So, yay! So, so August I started the process. I spent since August to now planning. I had to get you do the application, you do the interview, Skype interview, and then you do Skype interview. What else? Then oh goodness. Oh, and then you send in your documents, which that was so much fun because the U.S. Postal Service lost my documents, and oh, apparently it was my fault according to them, but I still question that. But so they lost my documents, so to expedite everything, I ended up having to fly from North Carolina to DC to get my expedited FBI background check apostle. So that was fun. Uh, so once you get all your documents in, you send all that stuff to EPIC. And then it's just a waiting game, waiting for your placement to find out if you've actually got a place in Korea. I've been placed in Daejeon this time, which is my first choice. Was my first choice. I was with, like I said, I was in Gwangju before, and I love Gwangju, but I wanted a little bit different experience. And I visited Daejeon when I was here before, and I wanted to experience living there. And it's a very central city, so it's very easy to get like up to Seoul, over to Busan. It's very easy to get around Korea from Daejeon. So if you're looking at EPIC and you're wanting to know what city to ask for, a lot of people go for Seoul, a lot of people go for Busan or Gyeonggi-do, the province around Seoul. Um, and those are really good places, but I really like Daejeon because one, it's still a metropolitan city, but again, it it's not as westernized in my opinion as Seoul and Busan, and it's very so you get that very Korean feel, and but you're central enough that you can travel. The thing about Gwangju, I was 3.5 hours from Seoul, 4 hours from Busan, and that was by bus. So Daejeon, it has more trains, so it'll be nice. Hopefully, I haven't gotten there yet. So I arrived in Korea last night, Korean time. 15-hour flight from Dallas. I flew from Raleigh to Dallas and then out of Dallas. 15 hours on a plane. Shoo. I don't know how I made it. The first 10 hours, not so bad. The last 5 hours, pretty killer. Yeah. I passed the time watching a movie. That is, if you get on one of those planes that has the little movie consoles in the seat in front of you, it's great. I have done that flight, the 15-hour flight, before on one of those flights. It was an older plane, and so they only had the videos that were up on the center of the aisle, so nobody, like, you couldn't choose what you were going to watch. They only had a set number of videos. Oh, that was bad. You kind of get stir crazy on those. But, so I made it, and now I'm back in Korea, and like I said, I'm writing a blog. I'm going to try to continue the blog. I will put the link to it down below because it's a little more detailed, and I also started it before, so there's a little bit more. I cover like what to pack, uh, what to like once you've met your co-teachers and everything, and they take you shopping, what to get on your first shopping trip, because a lot of times you're overwhelmed that first day and you're saying, what do I need for an apartment? If you've never lived alone, especially, it can be like just your mind can go blank because I don't know what I need. What do I need to live alone in this apartment? So I put a list there of that, and also today actually, or I don't know, it might have been a few days ago, depending on when this video goes up, but the I posted a list of questions to ask or to discuss with your co-teacher the first week of school, first 2 weeks of school, because there's a lot of questions, and some of this goes is in the ethic orientation, but in my experience, sometimes you forget it because orientation is such a whirlwind experience. Some of these questions just kind of slip your mind. So I put them in the blog, just basic questions to get you prepared to teach at whatever school you're at, or schools if you're assigned to schools. So right now, I don't know what school or what grade I'm teaching at. I have a sneaking suspicion that it will be middle school because I do have teaching experience with middle schoolers. But I don't know yet, and I won't find out till orientation. And so, two things you need to remember about me. Just two things. That's four. Two things. One, I admit that I am crazy, and I do make a lot of hand gestures. I am crazy, and I admit it. And I admit it to my students, and my students think I'm, they don't understand why I admit it. But I am crazy. I admit it, proud of it. The best people are. Second of all, my opinions are my own. Kind of a little disclaimer here. I speak for no one other than me, and sometimes not even then. I do not speak for all Americans. I do not speak for all Koreans or any other nationality or any other country that I've lived in or been to. I speak for no one but myself. Yeah. So now that that's out of the way, see you until next. I can't say that. See you next time. Bye.